Welcome to Happy Hour, brought to you by Best Damn Bookkeeping. One thing we did back in the day at Blue Skies that I think is like a version of EOS Lite, and at the time I had no idea what traction and EOS even was. And this was something Dalkey had put in place even kind of as I was coming in, or maybe a little before I got there, was the book E-Myth kind of outlines similar principles, but it outlines it from the stage of like the solopreneur trying to start growing the thing. And I felt like that was a little bit of an EOS Lite, like not nearly as dense of processes and meeting requirements. It didn't give you the full blueprint like EOS is like, here's what you do and when you do it and how to do it. But it gave you a framework to work with. And for a long time, we used that type of framework from the E-Myth to run Blue Skies. Eventually, we started kind of adopting some traction EOS type of stuff into those meetings. But I did find that useful because with traction, that was what I ran into, is like a lot of the stuff just doesn't apply until we have X amount of employees. And even then I was like, oh, well, we have 100 employees across all these businesses. And I was like, but none of them standalone are really big enough for this. And so therefore, like, EOS still didn't quite work because we had all these different divisions and they didn't really work that much with each other. And so the EOS system was kind of goofy trying to figure that out. We were even going to hire an implementer at one point in time, and he literally was like, yeah, like your overall revenue probably is sufficient, but you guys are so segregated. There's just no, like, you're not there yet. And I was like, well, I appreciate you telling me that, so I don't pay you $50,000 a year to, to do something that's not going to work. Thanks for letting me know in advance it's not going to work. But that was why we kind of used some of that and used some of the E-Myth stuff. And that seemed to keep us at least a little bit organized and rolling on a regular basis.
Really, it's just making sure you keep your KPIs in front of you. Honestly, that's the biggest thing. And then make sure your meetings are effective. And
I don't know how to do that. I don't know nothing about effective meetings. It's just you get a bunch of people together and you tell stories and jokes. That's what meetings are.
That's my favorite kind of meeting. But
that's what I'm talking about.
At the end, it's like, what did we accomplish? Well, we had a good time.
Nailed it.
Business still on fire, but we had fun.
We all had fun. Hey, Home Service Heroes, thank you guys so much for tuning into our Home Service Happy Hour content today. I sure hope you learned a little something, and I sure as heck hope that it was entertaining. If you did find it fun and entertaining, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel for more cool, fun, entertaining business content. And speaking of which, stay tuned. There's a little more here and a little more right here. Check it out.